Salam friends, and welcome to my channel at KB's Cooking. Today I would like to share a special recipe which is only prepared for happy occasions such as a wedding feast or some joyous celebration of some sort. That is why it's called special, and you don't get this dish every day. So let's get started. It's called tomato rice or Nasi Tomato. First step of cooking any dish is to know the ingredients very well first. Now, I would like to show you our first item, which is the rice. This is the basmati rice, which I have soaked for 40 minutes, and now it's drained and ready for the cooking. This is the rice I use. It's one of the best basmati rice. It's from Punjab in India, and it is very good. I have been using this for the last 6 months. It's very fluffy, soft. The grains are separated beautifully, and it is actually about an inch long each grain if it is not broken while stirring. That's why you have to be very, very gentle when you're cooking this rice. And the company that sells this rice apparently is Hornbill Foods. Basmati Indian Steam Pusa 1121. I have taken 2.5 of the rice cooker cup, 2.5 cups rice. Now for this measurement, for 2.5 cup rice, I have to use 4.5 cups water and half a cup of carnation milk. That is the measurement. So that's the rice. And now I shall show you the rest of the ingredients. We are going to use 2 red onions for frying and tempering with the usual spices for fragrance, 4 cardamoms, 4 cloves, 2 star anise, 1 cinnamon stick, and 2 small bay leaf. We're going to use ghee. We're going to use just a teaspoon of salt. We are going to use 1 teaspoon of ginger paste and a teaspoon of garlic paste. And here I am using tomato puree, a few tablespoons of tomato puree, together with 1 big chopped fresh tomato. We have pandan leaves here for fragrance, and I'm going to just fry with the ghee a few almond slices and a few currants. I think I have covered everything. Yes, at the end of the cooking, I'm going to use a tablespoon of rose water for the fragrance. I think that's about all that we need. We can start now. I'm now going to prepare the water and the milk for cooking the rice. So I'm going to add a few things together in this bowl, starting with the pandan leaves, fresh tomato, teaspoon of salt, the ginger garlic paste, and about 4 tablespoons of this tomato puree. And I'm going to use 4.5 rice cooker cups of water to this. 1, 2, 3, 4.5, and another half of carnation milk. So all in all, we have fluid here, 5 rice cooker cups for 2.5 cups of rice. I'll mix it up. we shall go to the cooking part. I've switched on the stove. This is the pot I'm going to cook the rice in. Not in a rice cooker. You can, of course, cook in the rice cooker, but I am doing it here on the stove. We're going to let this boil first. Close the lid, and now on this stove I'm going to add ghee when the pot gets hot. Now I'm going to fry all this in ghee. I'm adding about 1, 2, 3 teaspoons of QBB ghee, which is actually very fragrant. And I'm going to fry these onions. And the fragrant spices together. We wait for this to get a little brown. And we wait for this to boil. At this point, I'm going to add the almonds, sliced almonds, and the currants, frying it together here with the ghee. Just for a minute. Now, I'm just checking if it has boiled. It hasn't yet, but I am now going to add this. I'm just going to toss this into the pot. Give it a stir. And I'm going to wait for this to come to a boil. Pot. There we are. It's boiling. At this point, I'm going to add the rice. And I'm going to add just a tablespoon of rose water for the fragrance. Give it a gentle stir. And I'm going to wait for this to boil. In just a minute it will boil. We'll check our pot. There we are. It's boiling now. I'll give it another gentle stir, and I'm going to switch the pot to this side because I can regulate the flame here. So I'll switch this off. I've switched this on to its lowest. I'm going to switch the pot here. I'm going to close the lid, and I'm going to cover it with a dish towel. And I'm going to place a stone on top of it to trap the steam and let it cook in its own steam. Now this will take about 20 minutes to cook. Our 20 minutes is up, so let's check our pot. I'll switch off the stove because it's so you can see it. I'm going to check with the back of the spoon and touch the bottom to see if the bottom is dry. It is. Now I'm just going to remove the bay leaves and the pandan and the cinnamon and the anise, star anise. And now I'm going to stir up the rice. As you can see, it's beautiful and it's done. be ready for the table soon. Our tomato rice is now ready to be served, and it is best accompanied by ayam masak merah. Wishing you all selamat berbuka puasa. If you like this video, please subscribe and share it with your family and friends. Thanks for watching.